Quick little mapping tip. So I made the video about shield charge. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You charge with the shield, you put the shield in your offhand, but I've changed the shield to Crest of Ardura. This is essentially a free 50% increased cooldown recovery rate, massively reducing our cooldown on shield charge. It is down to 1.65 seconds as a cooldown, which is basically permanent uptime when you add monsters into the mix. Show you a showcase of the map. I'm Deadeye, so Tailwind also gives movement speed, and I have some movement speed nodes on the tree. Oh, something additional you can do in your weapon swap with the shield. In your weapon swap number 2, you can take cooldown recovery rate skills to make it come off cooldown even faster. These damn shield monsters. If you roll at the end of the shield charge, I feel like it gives you a little bit more movement. So instead of coming to like a complete stop for a second, you just animation cancel it and roll out of it. Lets you preserve a little bit of that momentum. Something else you can do if you want, is get a scepter with spirit on it, and then put it in your offhand as well. And if you have the int required for blink, you can set blink up as well in conjunction of shield charge. I don't have the int, so I'm not doing it, but it'd basically be free because it would only apply on your offhand, so it doesn't detract from your spirit on your main hand skills for damage or anything. I've made a few changes to this build as well. I will probably make one final build guide video for this, for the final state. The build is being nerfed tomorrow. Or no, I don't know if the patch is tomorrow, but the build might be slightly nerfed tomorrow. We'll see. They're adding some new nodes, which could actually end up buffing the build. We'll see. Don't really know yet. Regardless, it'll either be a slight nerf, or it could end up being a buff. And there we go. I think considering how big and spread out the maps are in PoE, I feel like this is pretty close to the speed of an average League starter in PoE 1. It is probably a little slower still, but taking into account how big maps are, I feel like the average League starter in PoE 1 would take a similar time. The more the game gets played, the more I feel like this game actually feels like PoE 1. It's not as ruthless as I think a lot of people expected it to be. It is at the start, certainly. The more into endgame you get, it kind of looks more and more like a PoE 1 reskin.